So the history of content marketing, I actually always see the Sears and Roebuck catalog as the original sort of like content marketing piece. And an opt-in or getting someone's quote unquote email addresses, they physically had to give you their mailing address. That was the only way they could distribute a piece of content to you, right? So
Yeah.
they would distribute this content, and sure, it's very salesy. Here's everything you can buy from Sears Roebuck, right? But as you start to evolve, remember in Forbes when you would see like custom content, advertorials that looked like news articles, but they were really just advertisements, right? That is the next evolution, if you would, of kind of content marketing, which is let's be helpful and useful. Let's just not put an ad here about this Oracle piece of software, right? Let's talk about what enterprise database management looks like for CIOs. And let's put a 6-page advertorial, right, inside Forbes to talk about this, right? So that was the next evolution of kind of content marketing, where you would see like sponsored sort of content where they were trying to be like helpful and useful, but it was still salesy kind of stuff, right? Yeah, it still goes on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what we have in today's day and age is what we call kind of like inbound content marketing. And the reason why we say inbound in the front of that is because in today's day and age, there's just so much content out there that if you blast everybody with it, like you buy email lists, or you do the equivalent of like spamming people, right? Technology will not allow you to do that anymore. You cannot go outbound cold to many people because spam filters and all that kind of stuff will catch it. So what you have to do now is you have to put out content that's valuable or useful to your audience, that either a search algorithm like Google will serve to them because they're looking for that type of content, or a social algorithm like YouTube, or excuse me, well, YouTube's kind of a combination of search and social, but like Facebook or Instagram, if they see your content and the hashtags tagged to it and the engagement with it, they may also push your content to a new audience. So the idea here is that you cannot just, hey, here's why I'm the best realtor in Playa Vista, and just mail that out to everybody. You actually need them to come to you first on a piece of content that you've put out there that they find relevant. And the reason why they need to come to you is because it's very, very difficult to just reach people at scale without having them done what's called an opt-in, or they've voluntarily given you their email address because they want to continue a conversation with you, right? And what I've seen a lot of realtors do to generate an opt-in so that they can start a quote unquote digital conversation with someone is they'll offer up data or information on their market area and say, hey, if you want to stay up to date on, and again, we're going back to house prices again, Diane, but
Sure.
that's what a lot of people, like a lot of consumers out there who own houses or buying houses, are looking for in terms of
Mm-hmm.
data too. But what they'll do is they'll like run some ad campaigns on Facebook or Instagram to their specific geography and say, hey, if you want to get updates on on how house prices are doing in your area, fill out this form and then we'll email them to you every month, right? And as long as you have access to that data, right, that's an easy nurture relationship to have with people and an easy way to get new prospects to engage with you. But you've got to have the data, or you've got to have something valuable to give to somebody up front.